Excellent. So I'm Mhairi Creanor from Zero Waste Scotland. Zero Waste Scotland exists literally, as we're all here today, to create a society where resources are valued and nothing is wasted. I mean, bare bones basics, but so true. Our goal is to help Scotland realise the economic, the environmental and the social benefits of making the best use of not only the world's limited resources, but Scotland's as well, which affects our supply chains, our manufacturing, our land use. It really does resonate to the core of what we're trying to do. Zero Waste Scotland's mission is to influence and enable change, from gathering evidence to informing policy, but motivating practical behaviour changes in both individuals and organisations. Now, we're in a really fortunate position at the moment that we're able to make direct interventions to affect change. And like that, one of those, in line with today, is training and skills development, key to the transition to the net zero. Now, Alison and Chris have just mentioned those CSAP themes, those priority areas, but what does it actually mean in terms of boots on the ground? What are we actually doing? You know, and it's that action that really resonates with people. I've got the information, I can hear the noise. What do I need to do? So as it is, for Zero Waste Scotland, we're leading and partnering on some key actions at the moment. So the Green Jobs Skills Hub, the design and development of a circular economy retrofit training program. We've got skills audits based on circular economy skills assessments for businesses. The development of case studies and really inspiring people with those value chains and that development of skills within your organizations. But more importantly for today, I wanted to talk about the Green Internship Scheme. So the Green Internship Scheme, it's very much aligned to those CSAP themes, the developing the future workforce for the transition to net zero. But what does it mean? Well, it means that we're going to focus on enlightening the education and training opportunities in the colleges and universities at the moment. Excuse my colloquialisms, but going to these 3 points that are on the screen at the moment, this is not about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. There is a wealth of provision of expertise already operating in this intern space, but it has to offer value for both the interns and the businesses, meeting both needs. Now, at the moment, we can see on one hand, the extensive provision that's provided through, for example, the Graduate Careers Advisory Service, Advantage Service. So like that, we can see commercial skills, commercial projects to really support people in their internships, that progress coming out of formal education, bringing those expertise that you brought along the way, notwithstanding the enthusiasm that is coming from learners and the expectations from learners to be working in these fields. It's a change in cultural shift, even from maybe 10, 15 years ago. Capitalizing on that and maximizing that existing provision, the frameworks that are already there, not to create something new, an added layer of complexity, bringing value and meeting the needs of both the businesses and the interns themselves. But essentially like that, it's a climate emergency we're dealing with here. So we're cascading those circular economy, if I can even say it, and the net zero thinking required here. And ultimately, it's about those supporting the employment opportunities that benefit that system. So how will it be developed? Great ideas. You've got a vision, you've got a plan, you know which direction you're going, but what does it mean? So much in line with the conversation, what is a green skill? What is a green internship? How will it be developed? So real lives, real people, and a real climate emergency that we're dealing with here. The evidence base is already showing that there is an array of different internships on offer, and many of them are focused on commercial skills or work placements, etc., on a specific age bracket, potentially restricted by funding or wider criteria. At the moment, the evidence base then shows, on the other hand, that we may have circular, sustainable, net zero internships that are very much focused on perhaps this sector or the project. So like that, what is our green internship? Because it's not mine, you know, that way it's not us, it's yours, because it's the future for everybody sitting around this table here. So as it is, that defining what is the green internship and what's the potential for it to have. Now, a lot of words, a lot of thinking. There's a lot of experience sitting around this table, like I had mentioned before. There's a lot of systems and processes that show best practice for your industries, your places that you're working through. But it's very much a case of bringing those voices to the table. So it's a whistle-stop tour of the green internship as it's being developed. But I think the one thing that I want to leave you with just now, and I always like to leave someone with something, is the point that your voices matter. We all, as an individual, as an organization, as a business here in this group today, we all have an experience or a need or a query or a question. Please reach out and get in touch with myself like that. And I'm happy to take any questions.